It's getting really hot out there. Tomorrow, we expect the heat index here in Columbus, Georgia to be around 110 degrees. Why is drinking water so important? And how does it benefit you? Let's talk about some of the main benefits of drinking water and staying well hydrated, what things you should do and what things you absolutely should not do, especially since we're getting into those dog days of summer where not only the temperatures are up, but here in the southeast United States, the humidity is way up. I mentioned in the intro, tomorrow alone, the ambient temperature, the actual thermometer temperature should be around 101, 103 degrees here with 90% humidity, making the heat index around 110 degrees. It's going to be smoking. So we talked earlier about some of the things you can do to help protect yourself from high temperatures, particularly high temperatures with high humidity. One of those, staying well hydrated. Why is that important? Well, number one, having the adequate amount of hydration allows your body's what we call blood volume or blood fluid volume to be maintained in the appropriate level to be able to perfuse your organs. So what does that mean? Well, when you get dehydrated, what happens is your volume in the blood, in the vascular space, starts to shrink down. Everything becomes more concentrated. And as a result, your body will then naturally, through your autonomic nervous system, pick which organs will preferentially get perfused or get blood flow. It's going to focus mostly on your central organs and start to eliminate perfusions to some of your peripheral organs. That may include your brain at some point. It also includes definitely your peripheral circulation. Depending on how dehydrated you get, it can adversely affect your kidney function, leading to possibility of renal insufficiency, in some cases, even renal failure. So that's number one. It's important to keep your organs functioning normally to be sure that you stay well hydrated. Number two, things that you should absolutely not do when you're out on a hot day to try and hydrate yourself. A lot of times you hear guys particularly go out fishing, be out on the boat, and they take a cooler full of beer or a cooler full of alcoholic beverages to the beach or wherever they are, because as you're out there in the heat, you get thirsty as you have those insensible fluid losses, and you grab a cold beer and it tastes real good going down. Unfortunately, that also leads to more rapid dehydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning that the more of it you drink, the more fluid you actually lose through urination, and the quicker you become vascularly depleted and dehydrated. So if you are out there and you're engaging in alcoholic beverages, use this rule. For every alcoholic beverage you drink, you need to drink 3 glasses of water to replace the fluid that you're going to lose by that alcoholic beverage. The same thing is true for caffeinated drinks. If you're a coffee drinker, if you like drinking iced coffee, if you like drinking cold, sweet tea, or just even unsweetened tea, if it's got caffeine in it, caffeine also acts as a natural diuretic. Any caffeinated drink you drink, 3 glasses of water or isotonic fluid are required to replace the fluid that you'll lose just by taking in that caffeinated drink. Keep that in mind. And then number 3, it actually helps when you're drinking plenty of water to help keep your core body temperature down. One of the most dangerous things about being exposed to high temperatures is that you can develop a syndrome called heat stroke. During heat stroke, your body core temperature gets so high that when you check your temperature, it can exceed 103 degrees. And once it gets that high, you start having what we call denaturation or breakdown of the proteins in your body. That means the proteins that make up the cell walls of your body. That means that every single organ has cells and you're starting to break down your body, leading to systems failing. We talked about your kidneys. One of the symptoms of heat stroke is that you start getting confused because you lose proper function of the neurons or the nerve cells in your brain. It can lead to loss of respiratory drive, respiratory arrest, and death. So keeping that core body temperature down is very important. Hydration, particularly with cold hydration fluids, can help do that. But remember, use your common sense. If you're out in the heat and you're starting to feel like you're not yourself, you're more fatigued, you're starting to have muscle cramping, you're having excessive thirst, you're sweating excessively, or get to a point where you were sweating excessively and the sweat stops, it's time to get out of the heat. Go get someplace cool, start pounding some fluids, the right types of fluids, and keep yourself out of the hospital. Stay safe and God bless you. I hope you like the content that we're rolling out. If there are other things that you guys want to talk about, please send us a message with some questions, and that'll help us to generate some new content for you. But while you're watching, be sure to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button so you can be the first ones to hear as we put out new content, and hit that bell notification so that when we do put out new stuff, you'll know about it. God bless you.